Hoćemo ovako.
Pa nista tata, mi je bolje.
Aj, drago mi čuti. Pozdravi ga od mene.
I tako to.
Jo, daj, nemoj me se bavat. Jebote. A jebem. Evo, ako ćemo. Tu sve dobro jebat. Ok, dobro. Se vidi facecam. Opet ćemo ovo. To je to.
Easy, boy.
Jebote, kamera, što se ne radi? Jebate. Jebote.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Jo, gdje si, Niki? Dobrodošao.
It was about 30 years ago.
Apsolutno, to je njega.
Billy was
Dole si Thunderu, dobrodošao.
abandoned farm near Stinking Spring.
Da, da.
I threw in with the kid because
Tamo.
man I had sworn vengeance
Ovo je
on was riding with
audio.
Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Nije mi bio dugo, je bio neki Lego i bio, nije bio.
You heard Pat. Need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Hell, shoot that sumbitch!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. Fire at will! Spread out!
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Jebem ti bro, šta? Okej.
Stay on it! Cover fire!
As the governor
Dovolim ovo pucanje.
for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Jebem ti. Nedaleko mi ovaj. Jebem ti.
Where'd he come from?
Jebate.
Watch out! He's one of them! God damn it, he's right behind us! Where the hell's
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
They
cut
send
off.
these sumbitches running! Leave him to me!
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Jeba. Pa tu promošim to, jebote.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. Back door! We'll cover you! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Ja nisam počeo prvog dijela. Kaj, Bonnie Blood, a? Ovim se više igra. Ono sam igrao 100 puta. Misliš na Bonnie Blood ili šta?
Made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
Da malo smanjim tu jebote, opet glasati.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that...
Ne, baš prvi deo. Samo Gunslinger. Ili ko Juarez, kako zove se već. Ne znam, nisam znao ja. Da ima prvi dio. A budem prelazio prvi dio. Kasnije. Da sam tek ovo počeo.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window!"
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
Jebem ti.
That's when Charlie got hit. "They're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Jebot.
Koristi gi udar
I don't know how many of those
Znam, to ću kasnije.
put down,
Je li
but
igra
it
spojena?
was pretty clear. Even
Igraš PUBG, ne ti PUBG.
discretion was the better part of
Jedan ti Call of Duty ove starije.
it. Means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them
Čekaj, još ovdje glasno ovo vama da smanjim malo. Ovako. Ovo ti je Hellset kada su bacali od Juarez 2006. pa ga budem bod. A dobro, bude nakon ovoga počeo ovaj prvi pa da nadalje. Ne bi ga. To nisam znao, a budem to igrao isto. Koristi Q da najavljaš likove, znam sam nego još nije to vrijeme.
I said that it was time to cut and run.
Kako ovo govori.
Me. And I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
Tako vodovim brzo ove.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of
Da
invincibility.
2006. malo tunjavo malo, ali za tu godinu je igrica. A vidit ću.
He's joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
my way past the pass.
Kako ovo jebeno je. Ijo!
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Po, dobro, osjećaj, ovo te kontrolira, to je
I had the
pištolje.
stakes within my reach.
Mislim, ono, niko te ne tera da igraš sve, samo tako nešto kad igram. Da, pa ja isto, brate, ja isto sam počeo igrati one Modern Warfare, one i 2009. 2007. pa 2008. pa 2009. Ali nisam razmišljao o tome sad baš.
That's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe to toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked on tin star.
Ujde nakon ove iću po redu. On samo ovak je bi ga im sigra, kužiš. Dobra intro je.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett.
I vjerujem, moram pitat baš to ja, mislim,
Let me start again.
ja sam malim dijelom,
Those damn staples.
nisam jebote, nisam. Možda ličim, ali nisam. Nisam, ja sam ti rođen u Koru,
Stepped inside, and
nisam uopće.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice.
Nisam neki.
That's not Billy.
And go on.
On tako ličim, to kažu svi, ono.
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Oh yeah. Kaže da odem na video, hard, nema šanse.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive,
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
KID.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
No okej, samo da se znam, brate, nisam mislio. Ma dobro, čovjek, dobro, samo ti kažem ja svoje mišljenje.
Enemies of Billy
Kažem ti ja ono, sve okej, sve okej.
You after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet.
Drago mi se tako pristajan.
Instead, all I got for myself was a
Ožive u live-u i eto. Pogledaj nagranu,
heard Billy
ne
make
menti,
his move.
ne mogu pozirati igricu. Pogledaj nagranu igru i imaš u opisu Niki je moga
Made his getaway.
live-a.
Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Ovo su igrice, evo da, ovo su dobre igrice. Da bi došao ovakvih igrica.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Ovo je pa se, nije moj, jebate, mislim da je moj.
The kid's escape raised a huge ruckus.
A jebot.
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Anybody see him?
You don't have to escape, those to escape, okay.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly,
O sad,
I was a fugitive.
malo sam se sjebao jednom. Vamo.
Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far!
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Where'd he get you?
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
A nisam uspio.
Have a moment's peace.
I can just wanna reach. You can way through the town.
You!
There we go.
Hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
Mislio sam Billy. Kid. Nisam ja to nije.
Me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build.
Baš tamo, pusti me na viru.
I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Daj mi uzim pištolj, jebot. Aha.
They're shooting in the street!
Leave him to me! Get your headstone!
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. The price is too high, if you ask me.
Sad kada sam pratio meni jako ovo, nisam mogao. Da, evo te, da. Sam brzo ove igre koje niko uopće ne spominje nigdje.
While you were busy getting shot at.
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Jeb. Pa jebi ga.
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. Death is too good for him.
I ovo je tu. Ovo kako se to skriva,
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one could put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun.
Jebi ga.
I'm here.
O, šta ih je? Živač, ha.
We can take him.
Jebate, šta ih je?
Can't hide forever. Don't let him get away. You down. You're dead.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I
Znaš
had
da,
no choice but to defend
znaš da
myself.
postoji da možeš igrati Go Juarez Bonnie Blood online. Niki. Jebate ja. Ja njegovu debu trbušinom moram da pucam.
Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day.
Znam, nisam, aha, okej.
Months later. So his escape was all for naught anyway.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mex?
Ovo nisam kupovao igre, nego sam ovo...
I was hired to help them track down the cow.
Da. Jesi ti na mom Discordu?
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Nisam, ha. Pa tam imaš skinaš igrice, kome igra sa frendovima.
Now riding with the
Kao
cowboy.
i tu ti imaš sve pogode si.
Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh,
I ovo je bio teška misija, da sam igra prvi puta.
That I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clown. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there.
I did my my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None.
Okay.
It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground, whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew I was with the cowboys.
Yeah, Ben, yeah.
He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge.
Nisi ovaj jebot.
I knew I'd have to fight my way past these.
Jo, jebem ti. Daj me nemoj zabavat. Ovo je... Jebem ti. Jebem ti. Jebem ti sunce. Gdje si ti oco? Ja sam došao ljudi nakon 5 godina jebate u live. Ajmo jedan aplauz. Ajmo jedan aplauz. Jebem ti. A jebate kauboji. Tako me... Kodakle me... Jebote. Kako me tu puca, ne vidim ga nigde. Jebote. Kakvim gore tu. Zakrio sam se iza. Kad je nove jebote, pa ne mogu ni proći od vas tu.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeance fury
Ja
was
vidio.
impressive without the bullets to
Pa
back.
jebot.
Finally, they managed to corner me.
I ubit me.
Was the odds of my survival seemed
Jebite. Jebote, sravilo si, instinkti i sve. Da meš proći ovo jebote, ni ne... Normal. daj, ajde vidio.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out
O,
of my predicament.
baš jebate, mogu se prije se sjetit. Lupane.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
You're done.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise
Da negdje dinamite i tro, okej.
go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. Where's he going?
Aj, aj. Jebote.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Ja, zdravo, adio. Ti imaš ovdje machine gunove.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you!
Nemoj me da mogu gledati s druga riba. Možeš, brate, imaš tamo tutorial, sam pravio video tutorial. Ovo skineš online, igraš online. Sve kad ti treba. Ima GTA 4 online, imaš ko 1, ko 2, ko United Offensive. Tamo sve imaš chatu, pogledaj si slobodno. Chat, info, kanali. Tamo imaš kao spisak igrica, sve. I s kim igrate zajedno. Ima dosta servera, imaš dosta servera, nema što ti misliš. Jesi prije ušao u moj server? Ujebem. Da. O, jebem ti. A.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
O ne! Kako nije otišao mu health uopće? O jebot. Jebote, daj ga ubij. Jo, gdje si mrane? A, jebem ti.
Uvijek sam prvoji.
Da.
Moram čuvat.
A mora. O jebote, ovaj.
Sad kad Doni udje.
Ma neće. Ovdje radi, gdje si pio? Oh fuck, samo gdje ono radi. Neki je tu.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive, and told
Čekaj, vruće je jebote.
the Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the old K Corral.
Samo...
Ova igra ko Red Dead Revolver. To od Rockstara.
A da, zapravo nije od njih, nego nekih drugih je to. Aha, okej, neki, imaš tamo kanal, zove se oni info kanali, tamo pogledaj. Imaš self role, tamo ti kao self role, uzmeš role koje hoćeš sebi nakon za account. Self roller, valjda znaš kaj je to self role. Imaš tamo kao role da se dobiš obavijest kad sam live, te bot taguje i odmah sam live, tamo ideš i uđeš u live. Znači, on ti, ono, boš vidio. I ako se nisi tamo počite poruku novog bota, ako ti je bossa prijavno poruku na Discordu, on je kao lik, ona slika, ona je kao kod neće. U info kanali se jednaš nakon posloženo kako ide po redu servere, tako ti piše taj kanal kako ide po redu.
I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earp's coming! Get ready, boys.
Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride.
Jebate ja.
Those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Ej, ovo je umro, jebote, upucao sam glavu. Kaj je? Dobro, znam, ajde, nemoj sad, snimam ih tu se. I šta sad?
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one.
Imam bolje sajta godine filmova kod će treba... Ali znam ja isto 2-3 sajta za filmove serije.
Moram ići, ne daj Toniju da ukrade mjesto.
Ovo je dobro, pazit ću. On je samo za crteće ove hrvatske. Nije to za filmove. Aj, čuje se, brane, vidimo se.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
Aj.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp.
O jebote, ovdje mi meci.
Hat and no cap.
Grafika je super, jebote.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Oh, fuck, jebote.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that,
Crnac.
Dwight?
After old man Clanton died,
Alo,
why didn't his son take over?
jelac, tišina. Mjesi ko sir.
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
English Balkan Line.
Aha, da.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Indeed I was, check. Indeed. Aj jebem ti. Imam ovo. Da ga ubije, jebote. Mrš tamo. Gdje si levo?
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover. Boy, you are shit out of luck. Keep shooting. I don't mind. Don't let that asshole get away with this. Come on, smoke that something. Dynamite!
Dynamite. Gdje ga je napravljen, jebote?
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Eto da lampar jariten fajn Curly bilo.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience.
Shut the
Paint
off.
a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Ovo je taj, a.
Da li je realno?
Šta je ovo G? Šta je realno? Realno je biti, insitno je to što vidiš.
Ja sam počeo pre neki dan isto da igram.
Haha, jebate. Dobrodošao.
Never said they were running scared. They just wanted me.
Skoro bonim blood.
Time to dance with the devil. You working
Fuck. Jebot.
send you to kill me?
Prelazio bonim blood. OG.
Nisam prošle igrao.
A pa moj bonim blood isto dobar je. Isto dobar.
Ovu sam igrao demo na sati.
A probaj bonim blood.
Jel si igrao Red Dead i kada?
Ja znam dvojku i jedinicu jer nisam budem prelazio. Imat ću PS2 igrice, preko emulatora, u bideru, PS3 igrice i drugih retro igrice ću da rokam. Snimam na YouTube i na TikToku isto vrijeme, tako da možete gledati na YouTube i na TikToku. Gdje mi je lakše. A ne možeš ga ubiti, Vidi ovo, ovaj će me ubiti, jebote. Da, to je ovaj Curly Bill. Nije mislio da je neki to običan NPC. Čekaj, bacit ću dinamit. Ja, kada bježiš? Slabo sam ga... Au. Odakle ti je bar poruka u Demansa DK, možeš vidjeti kasnije. Ajoj. Gdje sam nesto ovaj... To je to, mrtav je.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
Znači Ringa nema.
Knew you didn't kill Ringo because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Johnny Ringo. Koliko je onaj crtani, onaj film Ringo?
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Jebote, pa ovi taj pištolj jebote, život. Joj, meni.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Idiot, jebate, že ovo realno jebote.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Pusti taj pištolj, šta radiš, jebote. Ovo je zajebano, je. Gdje, može se kretati. Ma znam neko, držim AD, ono AD. Držim za više lijevo, tu je kao za brzinu. Pusti pištolj.
Incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Vidio, samo tu kao mijenjati ovo. Briga mi da sam Dishonored, ne mogu da me ubije, bog te. Dishonored.
Moraš baš precizan da budeš.
A, vidim. Nego neću da on uhvati, bog te, ko se sam je klik. Od prije mene uzmem pištolj. Nisam na broj killed, kaj ću ti ja, jebi ga. Mi ja kriv.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made.
Čemu je s prve, bog te.
After Henry Plummer.
Čekaj da praćemo.
Robbing gold shipments?
Ne može, samo može ono brzina pištolj, uzmem brzo pištolj. I fokus.
Called the Innocence.
So it's true.
Indeed I did.
Ja znam, ovaj dio tu bio taj žrk je biti kasirao. Ne može se kaj će samo možda da se brzo uzmeš pištolj kao ono. To je to.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local authorities exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder. Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us.
Jebo boje, kako boje dobra, Isuse.
Besides,
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men. Samuel made them equal.
A.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since
Sorry.
48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings. Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Jebi ga. Ovdje bacate da gleda nešto od indikacije ili neke. Ajde uđe. Jebi ga.
In the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, butcher's sons. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to control the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other.
Da, da.
Of course, the rest were
Zavke, si noviju da Zavke ovdje.
stone cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh.
Jebi ga. Dobrodošao se, okej. Viš. Gdje baci? Baci taj dinamit.
To see Alfred Nobel's explosive invention, my guess is he would have told Samuel Colt to kiss his ass. Dangerous, desperate individual. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. I was outnumbered,
Ovo te vamo zajebana malo.
but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish. Seeing as there were barrels of gunpowder everywhere. One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone. I thought I was some kind of hero. I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Uff. On sam sebe ubio.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Aj, aj, aj.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
With
all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Au. Ajme, go si tu kam podera ovoga. Ovdje mislim plantera jebot. Powdera. Uš.
Wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad blasted tomb.
Sjebo si sve.
freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Oj, ludo je. Ovo je ludo.
Čekaj, skenuo sam boflu i sino kubio sam onog debelog
It's a
bossa.
good thing that I abandoned that
A, prvo debelog, a? Među njih kosture. Ja sam to i riješio na kanalu, pa da si gledao. Jo, vidio. Jebem
Koliko si me
ti.
navukao?
Aha, drago mi je čut. Ili sam bude onom... Ludio sam na kraju, jebote, ludio sam.
It was a long way around.
Reci mi kada prođeš cijelu igricu. Ili, znaš kaj? Odi na Discord pa se čujemo na Discord malo malo popričamo, brate. Dok prolaziš igricu.
Because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith. I was determined not to give up, however. As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to,
Bam! Bam!
that 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score from hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
And the ladder or take elevator. Pa ladder, sigurnije.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
A, čekaj sam malo. Vidite, momci. Jebi ga, ako nemoj da buknem uvijek ono. Kud sad?
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Jebi ga. Jo, dakle dinamit.
Right, well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
Miloše, na kojoj težini igraš?
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Jebem te, pa tu 3 metra nema, jebote ti tu umro.
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces! This day is just getting worse and worse for you.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take some doing.
Show yourself! Who said you could throw dynamite?
Jebem ti sunce.
Ovo je zajm.
A bome je, Isuse. Bome je. Ja mogu. Promašaj.
Medieval on your ass.
Aj dođi. Run! Čekaj, daj mi rifle, neću ovo je slabo. Daj mi da gađam shotgunom. To mislim u headshot.
Evo me.
Koga? Koga? A tebi, gdje si Imrane?
Dodaj Red Dead Revolver listi.
Budem samo govoriti ništa hoćete, bit će sve. A da, crn ne meči. Ne pogodi glavu. Oh! Gdje se do meni?
Messi 2 gola.
Messi 2 gola, a? A?
Do sad 5 golova u 2 utakmice.
A?
Gol.
A? Ne. Čekaj.
Ronaldo propao.
Goat. A? Ronaldo. A, dođi vamo, jeben. Joj, jebote.
Teška igra.
Ome je. Ovo je normalni jebot.
Pa pjesma lol.
A pa jo da, ja idem za te. Hoću ga karat. Sad prvo ću konakom skarat ga. Či... Oh fuck. To municija. Low je health. Još jedan? Ne! Ne da prošim je. Jeben ti, lanas mi me sjebo. Ne vidim ga. Jo, ima jedan health. Jo! Opa! To je to.
Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold.
Moje.
And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
To je to. GG ljudi. Mogu se spustiti.
Did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast.
I kad onaj crtani, onaj Rango.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Be quick or be dead. Idemo na ovaj village, a?
I dodged death many a time. And that
Još šta ih je. Trebali, no.
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the...
Jebote, ne mene se pomagao čovjek, jebote. To je lup. A si to jebote, kauboj jebote. Vidi kauboj, evo. Kao majmun, isto se jebaču ga. Kako je glupan jebote. Kako je glup. Bježi sad tu, bježi. Mogu ovom proći. Mogu. Znao sam tu, jebote. Čekaj. Samo malo. Okej, ništa nešto testiram.
I thought the Texas Rangers got heart.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was coldin' a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them. They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. Most of them were wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past his gun hands. And that was easier said than done, as most of them were as foolish and full of bravado as I was. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their Jefe of my unwelcome presence.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him. Stop that sumbitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog. That asshole just killed Red?
I wondered if Bob was among them. And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Dosle.
Watch where you're shooting. Send him to hell!
Jebote.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon.
Rokai.
Da, Rok.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Kdo je skriva za to Isa?
Dobar naivno.
Samo malo. Jebem ti. Hvala. Čekaj, uzeo dinamit. Aj. Opa, sad pa zove. Hoću da i... Karam dinamit. A kako bi nemam dinamit? Jebote. Uzeo sam ga. Ne da da bacam unutra. O jebote.
Gdje majster bio u
In
nestade.
fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Aj? Gdje je misteri? A ne znam. Ne znam gdje. Ne se. A tu ti je ovaj. Jeben ti se skriva. Oh.
Tvi. koliko im metaka treba čvuk?
Jedan metak, samo premašujem.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Je li starija ova igra?
Vada, je, mislim da je.
Ima li se ti?
Ne znam, pogledaj.
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear.
Pa je.
He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him.
Jebem ti, ovo je dodge.
You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it.
Je ide na more.
Ne, brate, rekao sam idem u Njemačku, je zaboravio. Već mi sprla me more, više idem u Njemačku. Biću tamo 8 dana i onda idem nazad doma.
Tu.
Jebate, život, daj, ajde, šta?
Lagano, brat.
Mhm.
That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later,
Jebote.
after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back at a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
O jebote, pa glupam promašio svaki metak jebote. Ovo je moj.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Je radi ovaj bar za stolicu
Yes, I
gore.
did, Ben.
To ti mora se donijem preko Paypala.
Je ti
Strangely
donate da se
enough,
ne pomjera.
revenge was
A
also
to samo neko koordinat preko Paypala ti tog donacije samo. Ne preko Coinsa. Vidiš tamo gore lijevo kao Paypal logo.
Aha.
Paypal logo. Samo. To je.
Ali isto gordo.
Da. Joj, pa meni loša slika jebote stari. A jebote.
Koja?
Ma tu, čekaj. Ovo, facecam i campa je stani. Filter, pa jebote gle. Vidi ovo. Sve jebem ti. I gle sad.
A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high
Bravo,
they
Cascada.
tickle the nether regions of heaven.
Tam je sam stavio zbog ovoga Wolfensteina da se bolje vidi. Ga sad bolje seke,
Grey Wolf
evo.
was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred
Sad je
sunrise
bolje
ceremony.
dosta.
Poma je.
The slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death. Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move. He led a band of young Apache
Vidimo se
warriors who
sutra,
wanted
Cascada
retribution.
pusa zajeb
Aj,
i
pusa.
brata.
More than willing to
Čujem se.
They saw me before I saw them. And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Oj, meni.
They saw me before I saw them. And it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down. It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did. But then again, I got a lot of those.
Jebani ti sunc.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout. A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness. See, back then, I had a stubborn streak a mile wide, and I wasn't about to back down.
So it was like pitch black in there?
Actually, it was pretty well lit, as they had torches on the walls.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, Ben. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars. They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
How come you know so much about Indians?
A few years back, I was married to 2 Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Polygyny is traditional among the Mescalero.
So what happened?
Oh, I had to get out of there. Those girls never shut up. Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him. He came to me unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me. As his story unfolded in my mind,
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul would have no rainbow if the eye had no tears.
he said I was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes will bite shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
I didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. And indeed, his warriors surrounded me and attacked me like hungry wolverines. They couldn't stop me, though, and Grey Wolf wasn't in the mood for idle talk.
Jebenti. Joj.
I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a miracle. I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice, overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back. I chased after him, determined to make him explain the meaning of all that mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo-jumbo is right. Are you making this all up as you go?
A few details may be fuzzy, brother, but I am relating exactly what happened to me. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady. I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. And wouldn't you know it, that crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, but jebote. Da bi me jebac, jebeli ti sunce. Dakle, pucaju.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before. I followed it as I desperately needed to find out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air. Never did find.
I tu završavam live.
And never did.
Zaživali, bacite like, share, followujte me na TikToku ko nije. Vidimo se večeras ponovo.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the riot?
I did my best, sir. We all did. It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take them.
Ljudi, vidimo se. Uživajte.